Parents, hey, Chris Nielsen here. I want to help you. I want to share a story with you. Actually, one of the most miserable moments I felt as a parent and how it changed the whole course of my life. And I want to use that to help other parents as well. This one moment changed everything. Do you want to hear about it? Good. Thanks for staying. Well, when my daughter was born, for precaution, she was put in an incubator. And I was watching her in there, and the nurse walked by and she said, you can touch your child. And as I reached in to touch her, she grabbed my finger with her little hand, and her grip was so strong. And I knew in that moment that I was hers. And that was the one thing I knew for sure. I wanted to be the very best I could be. And we had such a close relationship. We played so much, had so much fun. I was her favorite playmate on the playground, in the swimming pool. Just this incredible loving connection, my daughter Michaela. And then as she got in her teenage years, we started to come apart. And I remember one night going to bed exhausted at 10 p.m., just completely exhausted. I knew as soon as I hit the sheets, my eyes would close and I'd be out. But I wasn't. One thought about my daughter went through my head, and before I knew it was 4 a.m. and I was staring at the ceiling, wide awake, and I couldn't figure out what to do. Well, I read a book that changed everything for me, and I want to share that with you. It's a book called Mindset. Mindset. Recommend it. Highly recommend it. By Carol Dweck. Amazing book on parenting, on sports, school, relationships, life. It can change everything. It can change your relationship with yourself and others. It can change your parenting. It can change your kids' life. It can change your business world. It can change what you do in school. I highly recommend it. You see, I've made a few notes in there. Love this book. Well, here's how it changed my life. I realized I'd cursed this beautiful girl of mine. I put a curse on her. Now, Carol uses the word fixed mindset. That's a mindset where you believe your talents and abilities are fixed in stone. So you'd hear words like from kids, like I suck at math, I'm horrible at math, or I'm a great reader, or even I'm great in math, or I'm a really good athlete, or I'm a klutz. Because these words repeated to each other make this happen, or even this. And here was my horrible curse that I put on my daughter. You're smart, Michaela. You're talented. You're gifted. You're bright. You can do anything you want to do. And let's just look at it from a school point of view. Well, I gave her a label. Smart and talented, bright, can do anything. She's wearing this label. She wants to keep this label. And in the fixed mindset, if you have this label, you want to keep it. And so you don't want to take risks. And when you don't take risks, you won't succeed. So Carol Dweck in her book talks about the fix and growth mindset. The growth I call is a magic mindset. It changes everything. And I realized I had this fixed mindset in me. And how I changed the fixed mindset in me is a number of ways, just knowing I had it, talking back to myself, no, that's not it, yes it is. I'd talk to myself a lot. But the other thing I did was play at improv, and that changed everything too. But that's for a story later. Let's go back to mindset. So Carol, a simple way to put a child in a growth or fixed mindset. Carol took two groups of kids. One group, she said, wow, you must be, they did a simple intelligence puzzle. Wow, you must be very smart. The other group, she said, wow, you must have worked really hard. The wow that was really smart, when asked if they wanted to do the harder puzzle, said no, we'd rather stay with the easy puzzle. The one that was told they worked hard said, do you want to stay with the easy puzzle? Why would we want to stay with the easy puzzle? Give us harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder puzzles. So which group is going to excel? Now the one that was told they were smart, and when they were forced to do the harder one, struggled. And struggled. And when they went back to the first easy one, it was, they actually did worse the second time. This group wanted harder and harder and harder puzzles. So you can make a difference in your kid's life by the mindset that you're giving them. If you're praising them on like they're intelligent, wow, you're super smart, you're gifted, you're a natural athlete, those are actually curses. You're cursing your child. Now you can inoculate. If your child gets really good at something, like me as a kid, I played at everything and I got good at sports. they could say you're a natural athlete. You can inoculate them against it by saying, people may say that, but you got good